So we have created an analysis tool. It's called Analyze Results right here. So I'm just going to pop into. And we've worked really hard to try and make sure that it is easy and intuitive to use, but also incredibly flexible so that it can be used to answer the really wide variety of questions that you or leadership in your school might have about your student population, all the way down to individual students. So it can be looked across subject, across curriculum. It can be used to dive down to a particular topic. It can be used to look across all your cohorts or to dive down to an individual student. There's a lot going on here. And it does answer loads and loads of questions. So if this is not something you have, taken advantage of yet for your school on Educake, really recommend you getting in touch, talking to one of our account managers, because they can do bespoke trainings about that. So just a starter, I'm going to say we're looking at our GCSE Science AQA, and we'll take a look at our Year 11s as our example. So one of the things to highlight, one of the things that we've done is we have added in the national averages. They're in this report. They're also in quiz results so that you can compare on a question by question level how your own students are doing against what's happening nationally. It's a really great way of adding some context in so you know which topics are just difficult generally or where your students might be struggling more than you would expect or that you would hope they would be. So this is a great place to start. If we look in physics, I can find my way through some topics. See if we look at electricity. So here I'm seeing circuits, for example. This is slightly difficult, more difficult topic nationally, but I can see that this class, this Year 11 group I have, they're struggling a bit more than I'd anticipate. So this is a great way to start looking at across the curriculum, where are those gaps, where are those issues that might be cropping up? Can I get ahead of them a little bit early? So from here, really great thing to do is moving on to setting a quiz. You can use the question level analysis to really specifically find what the misconceptions are, what are the areas that are causing them to struggle in this topic, and use an intervention and re-quizzing to find out how successful intervention has been. So this is really useful, great way to do this. I can also look, if we want, I'm currently looking at all my classes in Year 11, but I can also look at individual students in a class, so I can see which students in particular are struggling, where the struggles are. It can also be used to identify particular strengths and weaknesses. A really great way to look at that is this student appears to be doing way better than her normal range. So for some reason, she's done particularly well in this topic. And you can work in reverse as well. You can find students that are struggling in one topic more than they normally struggle. So it's great at looking really bespoke at how students are doing. So like I said, from here, I'd really recommend the process of setting a quiz and diagnosing in more fine detail what's happening with students